Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the Single Dad's Cookbook. Today we are going to be making Scottish tablet. So it's a candy for those guys across the pond. For this you'll need milk, sugar, condensed milk and butter. That's it. And patience. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to get 135 grams of butter melting in the pot. So there you go. So once you've got that, you want to add in 250 millilitres of milk. Let that combine. So just give that a bit of a stir until you've got that all combining. Then you want to add in your tin of condensed milk. Make sure you get it all out of there. And then what you want to do is you just want to give this a stir until it's all combined and it becomes a little bit more loose in the pan. So once you've got all that combined, you can see here, we're adding in the sugar. Now, you want to be adding in a minimum 900 grams of sugar. Okay, this is extremely sweet. You don't want to be giving this to kids at night, just before bedtime. It's beautiful, but you've just got to be careful with it. And it may seem like it won't dissolve into that, but trust me, that sugar does dissolve. So you want to be just stirring it. Now this recipe is one that requires patience and you've got to stay with it. This is not something that you can just put on, forget about, okay? Because you see there, after a few minutes that you've left it, it starts to foam up. And what you want to do is you want to get this up to the boil. Ideally, you want to get it to around about 123 degrees. So you see here, it's starting to boil. Now, this is the key component of making Scottish tablet. You actually need to have it boiling for any time between 15 and 20 minutes. So you want to keep this. Now you can see there, it's actually almost doubled in size. You need a big pot for this. You try to make this in a small pot and you walk away from any length of time, it will go all over your cooker and it is a nightmare to clean. So you just, at this point now, you can see there, it's doubled in size. You want to be stirring this constantly and just keeping an eye on it. Let it boiling away. And what you'll find is over time, it will change colour. So it's a nice pale white there. You see there, after a few minutes, it's getting darker. And then, if you keep going, it will get, again, a bit darker still. Now, after about 15-20 minutes, so it's a nice caramel stage at this point. You can take it longer. You can reduce it down into a darker colour. That means it will set easier for you. The setting time will change. But at this point, I quite like a nice pale, almost fudgy essence to the tablet. Guys, I want to take this moment in time just to say thank you for all the lovely comments on previous videos. And the subscribes. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. It costs you nothing. I will try and get a couple of videos out every week, depending on what we're having. And it'll be a mix, just what I think's best for the family on any given day. So now, once you've taken it off the heat, so once you've got it to, after at least 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and it's a nice golden colour, you take it off the heat. The job's not done yet. What you got to now do is you got to be stirring it as it cools. Like I said, this is a labour of love, but the final outcome is tasty, and it's cheap and economical, and a little goes a long way for this. So you see there, as it's cooling, it's getting thicker. Grab yourself a container, a dish. I always use sort of a lasagna dish, because what happens is I make it a little bit bigger, then I cut the pieces into halves, so it goes a little bit longer. You can have whatever dish you want, but you see here, look, it's starting to set. That's been after about 5 minutes. So what you want to do is get your dish, pour it in, make sure you get it all in. There you go. You see that, and you can see it's actually already starting to thicken and set. Get it all in there. Then you want to pop this in the fridge for at least a couple of hours, if not longer. I let mine set overnight. Now, people think that Scottish tablet is hit and miss when it comes to setting. It's not. If it's not set, so once you go and check on it after a few hours, it should be thickening up in the fridge and hardening. If it's not set, it just means you've not boiled it for long enough. You can actually put it back in your pan and reboil the tablet, get it back up to temperature, let it boil off for a little bit longer, and you'll be absolutely brand new with that. After about half an hour in the fridge, and once it started thick, I always give it a bit of a cross section just to make life a bit easier. And I've just cut that bit out there, so just to show you. So you see it's more like a fudge at this stage. If you want it more sugary, harder, you just let it boil for a little bit longer. But big chunk of tablet there, absolutely sweet, absolutely gorgeous. And I cut it in half. Guys, I hope you're enjoying these videos. I hope you're trying it. I really appreciate the feedback that I'm getting. I hope you are all staying safe. And from my family to yours, till the next time, Single Dad signing off.